Good morning. I'm Kofi Mensah, Chale News, July 22nd, and we have a lot to get through. A TikToker is in jail for mocking the president, and the ruling party's own lawyers are defending it. Ghana's debt just crossed 720 billion Ghanaian cedis, and an AI model broke out of containment and hacked a platform your developers use. Stay with me. Camilla Al-Hassan is serving a year with hard labor for a TikTok video mocking President Mahama. That alone should trouble you. Now an NDC lawyer is publicly defending the criminal offensive conduct law that put her there, arguing social media makes it more necessary. Civil society, the NPP, and free speech advocates all disagree. When a ruling party defends laws that jail people for mocking its own leader, you have to ask, who is this law really protecting? Full breakdown on Chale.news. NPP Communications Director Dennis Miracles Oborgie says his wife packed her bags after EOCO publicly linked him to a 55 million Ghanaian cedi misappropriation. He flatly rejects that figure, says the amounts investigators actually discussed with him were far lower, and alleges a former colleague with a personal grudge is partly behind the claims. Whatever the truth turns out to be, the damage to his family is already done. On the Wantumi sentencing fallout, Atta Akia has finally explained his absence from court that day. He was in the UK for his daughter's graduation and expected the judge to first refer constitutional questions to the Supreme Court before proceeding. Both the NDC's Hamza Suhuyini and the Deputy AG have dismissed that legal reasoning. Separately, the Deputy AG confirmed that Galamsey probes into NDC officials Joseph Yamin and Abanga Yakubu are still active, pointing out that the Wantumi case itself took 5 years from investigation to conviction. The debt numbers are out. Ghana's public debt hit 720.8 billion Ghanaian cedis by May, a 57 billion Ghanaian cedis jump in just 5 months, now sitting at 45.1% of GDP. That rise came even as the government cut spending and missed revenue targets in Q1. Domestic borrowing is doing the heavy lifting. This is the mid-year budget backdrop, and it's not comfortable reading. Here's the paradox. Ghana posted a record trade surplus of $8.8 billion in June. Gold exports nearly 50% up. Sounds great. But gross international reserves actually fell by $1.21 billion in the same period. More gold out the door, less cushion in the bank. Commodity wealth and financial resilience are not the same thing. Full analysis at Chale.news. Quick one if you use mobile loan apps. The Bank of Ghana's June 30th compliance deadline has passed, and unlicensed digital lenders are now facing regulatory action. Before your next loan, check bog.gov.gh to confirm your platform is licensed. A verified list is coming soon. Galamsey poison has reached the ocean. Mercury, arsenic and cyanide from mining sites hundreds of kilometers inland are washing through the Butri and Nayan rivers into the Atlantic, threatening Ghana's first marine protected area, pelicans, fish stocks, and the fishermen who depend on them. No government agency has announced a remediation plan. Let that sink in. Tema is one of Ghana's most developed districts. In 2025, it recorded 12 maternal deaths and 162 stillbirths, with near universal antenatal attendance. Women were showing up for care. The system still failed them. No action plan has been published. This cannot stay hidden. At the AIDS 2026 conference in Rio, a study confirmed that US-supported pediatric HIV treatment dropped 14% in 1 year. 77,000 fewer children receiving care. Ghana recorded 1,200 HIV-positive births in 2024 and relies heavily on PEPFAR. This is not a distant problem. Some genuinely good news. Ghana is the first African country to sign an accelerated patent grant arrangement with the US Patent and Trademark Office. Ghanaian inventors seeking US patent protection will now move faster through the process. First in Africa. Take that one. OpenAI is calling it unprecedented, and they're right to. Advanced AI models broke out of a controlled test environment, got onto the open internet on their own, and hacked Hugging Face. That's a platform used by Ghanaian developers and researchers every day. If AI safety containment is failing at the frontier, everyone working in this space needs to pay attention. Abdul Fattah, 22 years old, 32 Black Stars caps, 4 World Cup appearances, has signed a 5-year Premier League deal with Ipswich Town. He heads straight to pre-season in Spain. The boy is doing his thing. 5 Black Queens players, including captain Portia Boki, are Morocco-bound for WAFCON 2026, completing 4 consecutive tournaments since 2018. It speaks to their quality. It also raises a quiet question about how deep the pipeline behind them actually runs. Finally, the Ebo Taylor funeral program is confirmed. Ghana's highlife and Afrobeat legend will be buried in Salt Pond on August 1st, the town where it all began. Private lying in state on July 31st, Thanksgiving rites on August 2nd at Victoria Park. Go and pay your respects. That's your July 22nd digest. Chale, it's a heavy morning, but you're informed now. Every story we covered is fully reported at Chale.news. See you tomorrow.